it's Cathie Allan, and I have a fun springtime project for you. We are going to use some beautiful stamps from Dare to Be Artsy that also comes with the matching die cuts, making your play even more fun because there's no fussy cutting allowed. So here we go. What we're going to be making is this really fun little card. We kept it super simple. I'm using craft colored cardstock because it spoke to me. And we're going to do some real simple stamping, and we're going to be using some really fun washi tape from Serenity Fair, who have so many different styles for you to choose from. Today I'm using this really fun little rose pattern on everything. Thought it looked like spring. Once you have your card base, you're gonna cut 3 panels that are gonna be slightly smaller than your card base. You can then take this little tiny flower stamp that comes in this wonderful selection of stamps, and you're going to ink it with the seashell pigment ink. Light colored inks in pigment ink show up beautifully on darker cardstock. And what you're gonna do is just happily play with your stamps, creating that wonderful, fun background. And of course, I took my Zebra pen and edged all the panels because I just have to. Using Creative Scrapbooker Superstock, what we're going to be doing is I want you to stamp that fun little bicycle with your VersaFine Quick Dry Pigment ink. Stamp it 3 times. You're going to need 1, 2, 3 bicycles, and you're going to color all 3. To color, you're going to be using your Zebra pigmented ink pens. They are very easy to color with. We won't do a whole lot of shading on this. One of the beauty of coloring smaller stamp images, that there's not a lot of room to actually add shading, so you can just color like when you were a kid and you were coloring within the lines of your coloring book. It's such a beautiful, detailed image that you won't even miss that we didn't do any shading. Keep it simple. To keep it even more simple, why fussy cut when you can use the beautiful die cut that they have to make die cutting those images out so very easy. So now we are going to create this wonderful fun fold that actually wraps around to the front and to the back. Cut yourself 2 pieces of 11 by 2 3/4 inch pieces of craft colored cardstock. Going to alter both pieces in the same way. Unroll your washi tape and you're going to apply it about 1/4 inch. I'm an inch baby to from the bottom of that strip of paper. I want you to do that twice. Wrap the edges on each side around. Grab your favorite paper scorer, and as you can see, mine is very loved. And what you're going to do is add scored lines to make your heart happy. I am going to be adding one along the bottom, along the top, and then I'm going to play with in the center of it for as many scored lines as I want. Remember, what you do on one, you're going to do on the other one, so that you will have 2 pieces that are carbon copies of each other. Remember, close is good. It's going to make for a very long strip because we're going to be using 2-sided tape. I am going to apply it to the edge of one, and the left hand one goes over top the right hand one. So now you got this really nice long strip all decorated and ready to go. Of course, yes, I had to edge my strips. Using your scoring board, you're going to score just to the right of where the two strips met. And using your ruler, I want you to score at 2 3/4 from the center, from where you scored, and at 6 on both sides. When you collapse it down, it's going to look like a W with long legs, or I guess that's an M. So that's what we created for this mechanism that is wrapping around from the front to the back. Here is your card base. Here is our wrap. Those two longer legs are going to go what's going to the front and to the back. And of course, that middle part pops up and is just waiting for the bicycles to be placed on top. So the two areas that you need to add tape are these two panels on the outer edges. That's where you're going to tape them down. Now we're ready to put our pre-stamped panels in place. All three panels are now in place and are waiting for our pop-up mechanism to be put in place. Take your pop-up mechanism, and what you're going to do is put it on the inside, wrapping that front and back leg around, and determine where you want to have your pop-up mechanism. Mine is about 3/4 of an inch from the base. Unwrap the one side and open it up. I've already put my tape on that one square panel. You have to do, because you've held this in place, is close the panel on it. Done. Flip it open, open this up, bring that front panel to the side and remove the adhesive. Close the front panel, wrap it around. Now guess what you have to do? You need to put tape on the inside of this panel, close it to the front, tape to the inside of this panel, close it to the back, and look what you have. Your pop-up mechanism is good to go. Where did I go for my text messages for my card? Absolutely. Look at the selection you have on this one. I cut a strip of paper, and it is about 1/2 inch thick, and I have folded it just past the words, which I have stamped on here and embossed in white. Then what you can do is, I used some 3-dimensional tape, and I am going to put this in place in the inside of my card. I have taken my text message strips, and I have used my favorite 3D tape to add them to my card. And of course, with my 3D tape, I've also added my bicycles on the front of the card and on the inside. Don't the bicycles look cute sitting on top of my Serenity Fair washi tape? What a beautiful card that you can give to somebody who is maybe graduated or got a new job or embarking on a new phase of their life. Hope you enjoy this technique taster, some fun little stamping ideas, and we'll see you the next time.